All right. Got like 5 windows popping up here. You guys should be able to hear me. Just let me know the sound is all right. I see the bars. Bars look good. All right. Sorry, the girl decided that she was gonna bring both of her trucks. I don't know. She's like into this like toy hoarding thing lately. Put them both on my desk. I'm like, I can't get to anything. All right, so let's see. Oops, that's yesterday. That's today. All right, so we all know that we had the CPI news come in today. Obviously, gold was a big pop on that one. What says Adolf Hitler's toilet seat grabbed by U.S. soldier. Okay, that's how you know it's a slow morning when we're talking about miners, winemakers, and Adolf Hitler's toilet seat. So last 24 hours, you can see there's been, I'd say, decent movement. We saw a lot of strong moves yesterday, and then a bit of retracing today. We're still seeing dollar weakness. Pound is still just rallying. Dollar CAD still collapsing, and I mentioned being short that one yesterday as well, and again, it's continuing to collapse. Pound yen up 70. So again, that's a decent day. It's not quite up at its ATR. I sound like I'm far away in a cave. I shouldn't. Let me check something real quick. Sometimes when I go into Todd's program, it changes things around a little bit. No, sound is good here. Don't know what to tell you. Is it my incredibly sexy deep voice? Is that what it is? It could be. I mean, it's in the right levels of where the normal sound should be. I can't show you that screen, but yeah, it's in the normal levels. Sorry, I messed up with the. I messed with the reverb and Brian wasn't looking. No, it's just, no. It's probably just my nose. No, I should sound a little bit deeper today. No, we get like 3 days of nice weather and it's like, woo! Cave sound? Yeah, I don't know. I can't hear it, but actually, you know what? I can't. Hold on one sec. You guys may hear an echo right now. You may hear like an echo. I'm gonna turn the sound on to the Twitch because there's a slight delay. So I should be able to hear myself talk. Hold on one sec. Oh, you're right. I hear it too. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me try something. Let me see if this works. What preset do I have it on right now? That one should be okay. I've used that one before. There, I'll change that one. Change it a little bit. I have no idea why that would sound like that. That's weird. If it hits 40 here, I'm breaking out my bodyboard. I don't bet that, Neuro. Yeah, it's kind of funky. I don't know. I mean, it's pulling. Let me see. New properties.
It should be. Oops, hold on. Save. Is that any better? Maybe is that better? Maybe is that better? Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. So it looks like it reverted back to the webcam speaker, which is quite far away. Huh. Weird. I don't know. I mean, I didn't change anything. Don't know. It's probably Todd's program. So yeah, Todd was on a mission this morning going over macroeconomic policies. And I was like, I'm not sure where he's going with this one. I was like, yeah, let me try to rein this back in again a little bit. I was like, I'm going to steal it back from you, Todd. Like, I was like, I don't know where we're going with this one. 100 pip chips for what? What do you get 100 pip chips for? It was Neuro's fault. Anyway, so again, dollar CAD's continuing to collapse. The CPI number today, obviously, that is a weak dollar news release. Positive gold. We saw the pop in it. Crude oil comes out in about an hour. A little bit less than an hour, actually. He's talking. Yeah, so it comes out in about an hour. We've already seen some movement from it, so we'll see if that continues. The pre-movement ahead of time is always one of those ones. It's kind of like, oh, is this going to be the mark? Is this the actual move? And then we have Bailey speaking at 12 today, which should be interesting because we have had a decent amount of pound movement, followed up by Powell speaking later today. Now, obviously, Powell mentioned CPI. Inflation is something that they definitely track. definitely something in their wheelhouse that he's going to be looking at. So we'll see. You know, what will most likely happen is we'll have, we'll have some movement this morning. At noon, it'll probably slow down, and then it may kind of stagnate until Powell speaks at 2, and then again we could expect, quite a large bit of movement back and forth after that. As the market reacts. I mentioned yesterday, expect for it to go higher. Expect movement up. And there was some craziness yesterday. I guess NQ was whipping all over the place. But again, not seeing inflation means they're going to keep the dollar weak, which means they're going to keep stimulus on full, which again is good for the overall economy. Um, I just, not an area yet where you can, go crazy and start shorting. But I think whatever Powell says today, I think it's going to be quite insightful. So I am definitely looking forward to hear what he has to say with that. Other things that were in the news, obviously, you can see that Goldman Sachs sees pound franc upside. Okay. The pound up is what we've been saying. You can see that ECB is still saying that it's no time to slow down. We need to keep our foot on the pedal for stimulus. Pretty interesting. China is now questioning. I find this so funny, right? China was questioning Tesla about quality problems. It's funny when China questions anybody, right? Because it's like, huh. Because most of what China, like the fact that they have a, market, supervision, and yeah, it's interesting. They're testing questions about quality and safety issues. Like, since when is China known for quality and safety issues, right? It's like, huh. Quite interesting there. As well as we saw some other kind of comments here about good old North Korea stealing $300 million in cryptocurrency to fund nuclear programs. I mean, if you need money from somewhere, why not take it from those, right? Financial institutions and exchanges were hacked to generate the revenue. But everybody, you should buy crypto, right? Everybody buy crypto. Come on, it's the safest thing in the world. They can't track it, but they know that North Korea stole it. But they can't track it, but they know North Korea stole it. So yeah, keep going, keep dumping money. The comments are the best though. Several trillions of debt took 100. Oh, that's not good news. Some of them, the news on these things are typically the funniest. So, going into tomorrow morning, one important thing to note: we do have the EU economic forecast at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So that should be something definitely to keep your eyes on, guys and girls. Reason why is because they're already starting to talk about kind of that weakness of things. What are you saying, Jin Jin? Whenever you're saying like a day ahead of time that, hey, we see some weakness going on, typically one of those things is like, oh, are you trying to make excuses now? What are you saying? Is this excuses? Oops. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a yellow egg. You're right. It's the yellow egg. The girl is obviously sitting on my lap. This should be interesting tomorrow. I'm looking for, particularly in the euro yen. I want to see if we have a good setup for euro yen. Hopefully, it's punching up into supply. I'd like to try to get that one short. I am curious to see though whether the trade is going to occur early. Like if we should get in at the UK Open for that one tomorrow morning. And again, maybe with the UK Open, we'll see what's decent. I don't know. I mean, if there's like a decent like call spread or something sitting there, maybe, or even a binary, it may be something we can get our hands on early before that release comes out, and see if we can get that one to kind of bounce around a little bit and take us out early. Could be cool. All right, so with that said, let's go across and let's pull up the Z charts. I know you guys can't see it yet. There you go. All right, I switched it that time. You guys didn't have to tell me that you were stuck on the news page. I'm getting better. I don't know what was up with the wall thing, or the the cave, as you guys call it. All right, Aussie. Okay, Aussie, you basically this morning for the UK Open, we had a move straight down. It was a pretty decent move, about 35 pips off the Open. Again, tag that hour level, drop us down at the Open. Very emotional move, and then again, it has rallied up since that time. This is the second time we've hit this level. I mean, looking at it on a 4-hour basis, you can see it's quite a large level in here. So it's not, it's not the ideal situation. It's not at the extreme high. We should be thinking, excuse me, short position. But right now, I mean, we've already had one reaction off this area. You can see on the 30-minute, there's not a level to a little bit higher. So I'm kind of waiting to see if this is going to be our top and a push lower. I would say, this is a decent, I mean, it's not marked off. but this is not a horrible little level sitting right there. We was a strong push down, did tag some these buyers, and then a push up, a retrace, and a test pull, and, a push higher. So it's kind of one of those spots. I mean, we've moved about, I don't know, we moved about 29 off of it. Right now we're about 22 high. I think it's definitely a very valid profit target for a short. Don't know if I'd be willing to take one long. I guess it would depend what time we hit that area. But right now we need a bit of a retracement on the dollar to come back down to that level anyway. So kind of hoping we get this pullback and then a little push higher. I would like to use one of these two levels. I think, either of these two levels here, if we can get up into there, I think that would be a decent short and then taking profit down here. But I'm just afraid at this point that it may, with Powell speaking this afternoon, this kind of may just kind of peter back down again. And I don't know. Again, if we're sitting in that 30-minute level before he talks, then yeah, that would be an opportunity to kind of go high. Did Jin get manicure? Actually, yes, she did. I don't even think I had hit the end stream button. I think it was in the ending thing, and I was cutting those things. I have like Wolverine marks on the side, on my left side, where she like put her hand under my shirt, and that's what she scraped across. Yes, Jinjin, everyone can hear you today. Melissa was like, the baby let you cut her fingernails? I'm like, it was not a debate. I'm like, thankfully I was not bleeding, but yeah, I have Wolverine marks on my left. Yeah. It's those little baby fingernails that are like razor sharp. Yeah. So I would look at 77.25. If we can get back down to there before Powell speaks at 2, that could be a probable area to go high. And again, Powell bringing up dollar weakness, continuing support, boom, that punches us higher. All right. So again, interesting level to look at around 130. Aussie yen. So Aussie yen, everything got deleted yesterday, which was kind of funky. We were looking for a break of this area here. Actually, we can adjust it down to this level. When the computer restarted last night, like it did not save anything. It was kind of annoying. So a lot of these charts are back from where they are yesterday, which bugs the heck out of me. Like, I don't know why I was mad. I woke up and I was like, wait, where are the alerts? And then I came in here and I was like, oh God, it restarted. So Windows sabotaged me. I was like, no. Right now, again, we're sitting up very high in the curve. 4-hour wise, you can see here there's a little bit of an opportunity. It's kind of an area of sellers. I'll change this to we'll change it to white just to get off the blues. It's an interesting spot. It's definitely an area where it could roll and push back to the downside. We do have a Harry Potter a little bit lower. It does match what we're kind of looking here, where we're starting to get high on the dollar, the Aussie dollar. So the Aussie yen kind of matched up is kind of the same thinking. And again, we could revise this level back a little bit. I mean, we're hitting it now, but we could revise it back. Probably that's kind of where the big move started to come in. Really there. Oh my God, stop snapping. I've adjusted it twice and it keeps snapping. There. Right there. So it's set for rollover. I would say, if you are short, profit target on this one would be coming back down to this 80.75 area. Remember, if we do get a break below, we are looking for a Harry Potter, like the confirmation, the lightning bolt below the 80.66 or 80.67 with a push much, much lower down here. Okay. And, ultimately, once this starts to flip, we're looking for 80.34 to the downside. But you could use this as a small level. I mean, it is hitting. It is a 4-hour level. We did refine it down. And it does coincide with what we're seeing with the Aussie dollar as well. Now, Euro Yen, you can see also Euro Yen. This one was like kind of a 4 o'clock explosion. But again, same thing, right around that same time frame. There's the 3 and there's the 4. Boom, just explosion up. And now it has started to retrace from that parabolic move. So we were looking for a short. There is the failure to go higher top for one entry. And this one we did adjust from yesterday. And there you go. This was actually yesterday at 9 a.m. So yeah, this is right where we were yesterday. We talked about this one. And all we did was push back down. We didn't hit the profit target though, which is annoying. But yeah. So, I would say, if you're already short, good job. You're already hit your 1 to 3. Your second profit target should be probably right here around 126.80. But if you wanted to kind of keep a farther target for the rest of the day, I think the 126.50 is probably a decent level as well. It's a psychological level. And again, look for bounces probably down here at 126.23. So nothing we can do in this one. It's in an hourly setup right now. I don't think on 30 it was different, right? Yeah, on the 30 you didn't make it, even though that was the tested level on the 30. the hourly is the one that actually took us off on this one, and either one of these would have worked fine. This is pretty tight. You'd miss by, oh my god, is that really? Yeah, by 0.7. Yeah, yeah, it's a very small zone. You would have taken the whole thing. Yeah, not even a pip. You would have missed it on the 30. But again, for the size of that zone, you would have taken it just off the hourly. Made sense. Not much we can do now. I would say still bearish on this position. Remember, if we get above 127.21, we're looking for this to pull a bit higher. But right now, keep on the 30-minute. Definitely interested in taking this one short for tomorrow. With everything the ECB has said and the kind of, for lack of a better word, the excuses we're seeing them make already today, I do think the news is going to talk about additional stimulus and more stimulus and more stimulus and all those things that make the euro weak. I think needs to push back down. I'm really hoping it doesn't drive all the way down into this 126.50-ish range before the open tomorrow, because then we really got to make some hard decisions about whether we're going to take this, for really kind of a counter trend. But I do see this one rolling back down today. Now, pound yen is the exact opposite. Now, this one is rallying higher and higher and higher. So let's move. I can just move this to the side. Why is my phone going crazy? There we go. All right. So on an hourly, we were looking for a break below this level here at 44.04. We mentioned it could hit, obviously, and it did. It came down. Actually, we're sitting. Let's see. We are right here right now, and then yesterday we were sitting right here. Okay. So again, we're bouncing right off that level. So it didn't drop too far. It's still a valid trade short for later. Again, here was your original trade setup. I would probably move this over here and keep this on your radar. I do see a retracement in this one, so I would have to say, we are pulling back down. We did have a feather to go higher situation. We did find some sellers. The only thing that scares me about this one to the downside is that we got that little hiccup there at 144.66. It doesn't quite give us a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio trade setup. So it is a little bit shy, but, again, I do see a little bit of a push back down. POW can help this one by moving around the yen. For the most part, we are pretty much down for pound news on the day. But I do think it's going to have to pull back to get the way this top is formed now since that open. Again, decent sellers. And then again, this kind of tiered kind of sawtooth effect here. Is pushing to the downside. So I would say overall, pound yen I think is more of a short today than it is a long. There's many reasons. There's many reasons here. Higher time frames. I'm gonna move these now just so we can keep the lower time frames a little bit more clean. And let's extend this across. Just want to keep that one going as a reminder as well. Can I pull this too? I can pull that right there. Good. All right, good. That one carried over. All right, pound dollar. I'm sorry. Yeah, pound dollar. All right, so pound dollar's close. As you can see, we marked off an area just a little bit higher. This area came in at 139.17. We got a little bit of a run from yesterday. We're sitting here now. Yesterday we were sitting right here. So I mean, it ground up about 70 pips, and we expected this type of movement. I would actually look for the Powell speech today to be the catalyst that drives us into the zone. Okay, I'm looking for kind of something along these lines. I'd like to see it pop up and kind of, problem is, what do we do if it rallies up into here before he speaks? Then you may have to look for like a low cost entry short on that one if we've driven. And this is a bigger time frame. This is a bigger time frame zone. You can see it up here. I'll go back and show you the little hiccup right there. Again, it was a drop sideways and then a very strong push out of there. So very easy to see. Definitely a level that we need to kind of focus on and watch out for. And we're super close with multiple days in a row. 5 days in a row now with no pullbacks. So it's an hour. It's a daily / 4-hour level that I'm looking to roll on. And actually, you know what? I can pull it up right now. Let's see. Let me pull. Let's see. Nadex. Let's go in. Let's see, where is our back end? I'd love to see how much risk we got there. And again, large level here. So I'm trying to figure out how deep in there is there. Let's see. Where are the knockouts for this one? No, I don't need to do that. No. Let's see. Pound dollar up to 139. There's a 139.27 and a 139.77. And then there's a 140.27, which is obviously right above the top zone. So there's like 3 different there's 3 different ones in there. Let me mark this off here real quick. What did I say? A 138.77, not interested. 139. Basically one there. Arrow properties. Let's change this to color. Let's change the blues. Not blues because I have those things. Nope, can't see orange. Hold on, guys. I just want to adjust this real quick. We'll do purples. Purple there. What did I say? 139.77. And then we have a 140.27. I'll just leave 128. That's fine. Let's go back. Let's turn that off. Let's go look at this zone. Come on. There we go. All right. So that does provide a little bit more. All right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put there to there. All right. So it does look like the 140.27 is going to be the best of those 3. It looks like the early one, that's going to be the 139.27 is going to be a heck of a snipe. That one, I don't know, man. That would be a very quick touch and go. How much movement we got on that one? Man, that's about 120. That's going to be a big push. Oh. So it looks like, I mean, this would be kind of a counterplay, but man, it's going to need a big push. I mean, it's only got 66 before we hit the first one. We could definitely hit that before 2 o'clock today. If not, we can definitely drive in with that one. 140 is a big jump. Yeah, Powell's going to have to say something pretty nasty for it to jump that high. But, again, we'll have to see. I mean, just keep those on your radar if you guys know how to set alerts. Set alerts on those 3 knockouts. They may be, again, there may be something in one of those 3. Euro pound, just sideways movement. You can see on the hourly. Nothing super exciting on this one. We're still kind of wedged in the same areas. We had that original short. We were looking to go down to 87.19, and again, it's currently about 30 pips from where we are, but that's where buyers had stepped in the past. So, just an area that we know someone's been there in the past. So again, watch out for that one, but not too much here. This is one that I would absolutely look at the European Open tomorrow. See if we're approaching one of these levels, top or bottom, and play it accordingly. I do think at 5 a.m. tomorrow, this one will have some movement. I would assume down, but we'll see what the movement looks like from now till then. I don't want to tell you to go short when, if it does nothing but go short from now till then, That's what we don't want to do is we don't want to be selling this after a big rally down in price. All right. Euro dollar. So euro dollar, you can see, is also chopping back and forth with Powell speaking today and the economic statement tomorrow for the EU. It's going to be kind of hard for it to really break out of these 2 levels, really to go much higher or lower. Reason why is, again, you're waiting to hear what Powell's going to say. It's obviously going to affect the dollar. And then, 12 hours later, just over 12 hours later, we have the opposing force here also announcing what their economic expectations are. So it's kind of the 1-2 punch. What I'm kind of hoping we see here is a drive up into these zones. If we can get a drive up based off of what Powell says, I can take the purple off now. I was like, oh wait, why is it? Oh yeah. If we can drive up into this kind of 121.66-ish range, that could be an area where I'd be willing to take shorts out of. And again, I do expect the euro to get weakness based off of that statement tomorrow morning. So kind of looking for a rally up. I'd be interested. And again, this luck because I know I drew the red and the green on this one. But something along those lines, 121.66 shooting down for 121, really kind of 121.20 probably. Maybe kind of a full piece back down again. But again, I need some help. I need Powell to kind of help me there and get this one back up. I need him to give me the dollar weakness today. If this continues to fall today, I don't know. Maybe he says something strength-wise, but then, yeah, obviously look for a retracement after the statement. So, but right now, I'm looking for this more of a tomorrow thing or a pop later today, more of a reactionary trade, not a beforehand, to get up. But I guess if we can rally all the way up ahead of time, we can play a counter news trade as well. But it's got about 40 pips to go. 40 pips worth of dollar strength on a day that Powell speaks in a pandemic. I don't know. It's a little riskier. But we'll see if we can get a reversal now at 10 o'clock to really push this. I mean, obviously the 10 o'clock candle now is rolling, but we need a little bit more help. But we'll see if that one goes for later today. Dollar CAD. Again, we mentioned this break-in. And again, we had adjusted it yesterday. I'll go back up to the 4 hour, and we said that again. I mean, this drives me nuts because this was a good draw too yesterday, where I talked about that we had our one here, we had our one here. We had another hit coming in, and we were looking for this one to break down, and that's really kind of what we had. You can see that we had one little pop up, which is great, and then a push lower. Let's see if we can redraw this. I feel like we did it off of this level here. Yeah, it's probably where we drew it. Yeah, so we had our 1, 2, 3, and then this is number 4. You want to do what? You want my ear, but Daddy's busy right now. You want this ear? Okay. I don't know why she's so into ears, but she loves ears. So yeah, so we can have a potential Harry Potter drop here. Look for a break of 126.73 and look for a pullback. And again, we've now had hit number 4, so we don't expect this zone to hold. And this is good. I mean, again, if we can break through and pull back before Powell speaks, this one is definitely in line for a short. And again, it worked up here. Let's drag it and bring it back over to the side. Oh, that's the one I didn't want to move. Oh no. You guys get the idea. Something along those lines. All right. Push there. Drop it down to 30, see if I can get it a little bit cleaner. I can't find the thing. Oh, because it's straight up and down, that's why. I was like, wait. There we go. All right. So again, break of 126.73. If we can pull back right before Powell speaks, even better. And then look for a push down into the the approximately 126.26 range. All right. About a 50 pip runner to the downside. Again, great news trade. Definitely interested in that one later today. Dollar Swiss continue to push lower. We saw that we had a Harry Potter trade set up on this one before. Again, this one I've readjusted it a couple times as well. As you guys can see, this was the push, the break, the pull up, and then the collapse down. So it's out now. This one we're still waiting for the 88.81 before we look for a retrace lower. We are sitting about 23. Does this one hold for Powell or not is the big question. I know I deleted these yesterday too. Man, I'm gonna have to go back through and then just figure out how to save these all. I like this one short today. I mean, we were short from yesterday. We saw it going down. We really wanted to bounce off the zone. We haven't hit it yet. I would say probably short before that trade. I'd be very cautious of this one, trading it after Powell speaks. But if he doesn't say anything that's monumental, then yeah, look for some type of a bounce off of this level here. Somewhere, if we get the base. Right? If we get the base at 88, what is it? 88.16? Whoops, not the one I wanted to do. Hold on. Right there. So again, we're kind of looking for something along these lines. Drop and base. Okay. And again, this is an hourly level. Powell has the ability to blow right through this. So we really needed to come down in base before we look into anything for a long. But right now, I'd say short. Look for a drop base. And then again, depending on what Powell says, if it's not much, again, look for a push back up again. If Powell doesn't say anything that hurts us directly, then again, look for dollar strength to kind of retrace what we've been in. Now, dollar yen. Dollar yen is pushed all the way down. This is another one that we had an easy draw along on this one yesterday. Delete. So frustrating. Delete. Yeah, we're this hiccup. We drew this hiccup yesterday that we're gonna have some problems. We'll leave that one. I'll steal another one. Right. Those were the issues that we had yesterday. Problem is we got profit taking right at 104.26. We got a little level down here at 104.12. Let's see. We'll delete all these now since we don't need them. Let's say we got a little level sitting right there as well. There. So the issues with this one is obviously this level here is going to be an issue, right? Well, actually, you know, at this point, I'll remove this. I'll just take that off because we have a paint there. I don't need either of these shorts anymore. Oh, I wanted the middle. There we go. Let me chop that one more. I don't think we have enough room. I don't think we have enough room. Hold on one sec. Oh, it did fully breach it. Whoops. It did turn there. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have enough room to the downside. Whoops. It's only 19. So I like this one short. This zone has been really pushed to the very, very brink, so I don't think we have to worry about that slowing us down again. 4-hour wise, we don't have anything to way lower. We don't have anything sitting here on this one to 103.67. Obviously, we got this little hiccup here at 104.26. We got another one down here again. Nice push, decent, and then boom, it kind of was tested off of there. So kind of looking at using this as my curve right now. You know, looking at this one more for a short today. Gray. But this is kind of what I'm worried about right now, kind of being in that like middle area, right? Soon as we start to breach this, we kind of go into that no man's land. This green demand area still in no man's land. Even this white level, as you guys can see, is still kind of in no man's land. So although they'd be targets to the downside, ultimately the cleanest level that we got is going to be the 4-hour one at 103.67. That's quite a bit of a run. That's about 93 pips. Powell's going to have to say something pretty big for that to drop down. But again, if it does, that's a 4-hour level. That's what's going to stop Powell if he says something that's really crazy today. So again, upper area of the curve, bearish thinking on this one, and again, that kind of makes sense with what we expect Powell to say today. 2 little hiccups though in no man's land, and then again, eventual profit target of 103.67 to the downside. So, kind of crazy on that one. A lot of moving pieces, and I kind of want to see where we're at right around 130-ish on this one as well. See if we've broken through this level. And again, if we can break through and pull back, then yeah, I think Powell has the ability to blow right through these two. We'll see what the much volatility is jacked in them. Here's the NQ. So NQ had obviously a very violent open, came all the way back up, grabbed the top, all the way back down again. So I'm sure one of you guys scalped this one. I'm sure. You know, because again, we talk about what they look like at the open, right? I mean, there's your 1 to 3. You basically went. You're basically going zone to zone, right? I'm absolutely. I'm sure if I had to make a bet, I would bet that this was Carl that did this. You guys can see it right there. Let's see. Yeah, that was the opening print right there. Yeah, it opened here, went all the way up, grabbed it, and just hammered us right back down. So I'm sure that Carl got this one. Yeah, I'm sure Carl scalped this open. Yeah, Carl is all over the 15 minutes right now. And again, for the 15 minutes at the open have been awesome. And again, you guys can see here, you know, here's, you know, the 8 o'clock, we had that nice little bounce. And again, what was this 8:30 bounce? This 8:30 bounce was the CPI number. It went into an area, which again, there are people here, but once you got this failure to go higher, there was your trigger to go short, and boom, it ran right back to the start of the move and then has now pushed higher. Right now, again, you probably would have got stopped out if you had been already short on this one. But again, taking it in 8x wise, looking for it to rally back down again to the move, then you're totally fine on if you would take it in binaries. Futures, you would have wanted to wait until we got to the upper level. You wouldn't have wanted to take it here. But again, once we had a pop, you expected a retrace. So it did everything it was supposed to do, and now it's just getting crazy. Now it's just literally going up, down, up, down, up, down in 5-minute candles. So it is definitely slowing down a bit right now. But again, stay on the 15-minute charts. Yeah, like I don't see a profit post yet. Carl must be busy, but I would be willing to bet 25 pip chips that Carl got this trade this morning. Inside of the 15-minute open. Right now, again, levels you could use. I mean, sure, if you wanted to take one more short off of there, you probably could. I see Powell being very supportive, talking about, I mean, again, with CPI down, there's no reason. Again, CPI is the gauge for inflation. If there's no inflation, there's no reason to raise interest rates. And it's not like the economy is running hot. As Todd mentioned, the year over year was not even at 2%. So there's nothing in there that talks about we need to start raising interest rates. And until we start raising interest rates, it's a positive environment for the economy. And again, I don't know. I guess it's day 2 of the Trump thing again. I don't know. What's funny is we don't talk about politicians winning an election by promising $2,000 and then not getting it, but we're still focused on avoiding Trump running in 4 years. I don't know if that one's next or what. It's okay to lie, except if you're, currently in office, and then nobody cares. Like whatever. So again, I'd be looking for this one to shoot higher. There's probably some intraday shorts in here. I think it'll get slow by noon today. I think this one will slow down a lot, and I think it'll wait to hear. We'll wait. We'll wait to hear what Powell has to say too, and then this one will probably jump up or down. I would say it's probably more justified to go up, but we'll have to see where we're at if we find a rally. Again, grinded higher, grinded lower for for this one on the 15. But do it on a 15-minute chart. S&P, not exciting. We went straight up at 8:30, and we did nothing but rally right back again. So we're in the same exact spot we started at early morning market hours today. We are at a level right now, and again, this is a level that we've been kind of stuck in. We've been kind of pushing sideways here. Let me turn this around and turn this white just to draw some emphasis to it. And again, we're at this level. Could this one drop back down? Sure. I mean, the next level lower where we have had buyers stepping in is down here at 39.14. Kind of the same story. Powell can send this thing to the moon today, right? He absolutely can. So I'd be a bit cautious with this one going short, but short has a lot less more potholes than going long if we stabilize here. But just keep that on your radar. Again, 15 minutes was the the nice little pop here. There's a couple higher levels in here, but I don't know. Like I said, just have a very hard time trying to get short the S&P right now. Right, it just does nothing for me. I mean, at the open, yeah, sure, you can take mini scalps, and again, we have something like this parabolic move up. Yeah, of course, parabolic move down. But right now, I'm just not interested in really taking much short on this one. We moved this one yesterday too. We weren't interested in taking this one, but this was more of a topside move, but kind of the same thing. It was an old move. We hit it. We pushed down. We came back up it again. We hit number 4. It was no longer a valid level. We'd actually taken this and we'd flipped it to the top side. Here, I'll mark this off. And you guys can see we came down, we touched it, and we went. This was flipped yesterday, but everything obviously had to revert back on us. So yeah, same thinking. I think Powell's going to shoot this one higher. Not necessarily interested in getting short. I am a little bit concerned. We do have some sellers here on the 15 up top, but again, parabolic move up, retracement back to the start of the move after news is absorbed. Look for Powell to kind of send this higher. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's nothing above to really kind of gauge on this one right now. All right. Going across the gold. Bam. So there you go. Gold shot up and is turning and rolling and retracing the move. And again, kind of what we expected, right? Bad CPI, weak dollar, strong gold, and we retraced back down to the origin of the move. Okay. Now it came up to the 1855 mark, right? I had this one over here too. Gold here, it kind of got stuck here. It's a level. It's an aggressive level. Put it this way, a very, very aggressive level. But the trade in gold for me today was down here, right? Again, we go into something like this before CPI when it's going to directly affect gold. You got to go long. And this was a 40 cent, 37. Yeah, about a 20 cent move in like less than 30 minutes. And yeah, it did absolutely hit a zone. I mean, that's where here's where the turning point was, and it ended up hitting it to the T. This yellow area, you can see there's just a lot of sellers stepping in up top, but it absolutely hit a zone. So, yeah, parabolic move and retracement. I would say this is probably going to get a little bit slow, start going sideways again until Powell speaks, and then this one will probably skyrocket. Um, if he makes comments about, they've already made comments about they're not really interested in raising interest rates till 2023. A lot of that I feel like is already factored into the market. Talking about low inflation, though, they're definitely going to mention the CPI number, the core, and the year over year being lower than what was, what the target is. All those things are, positive factors in keeping the economy running hot the way that it is. That should be good for gold. I can definitely see this going higher today. Question is, will it have enough power to punch through all these things and get up into that high? Break the 1870. It's going to take a bunch, but again, if anybody can do it, Powell. So with it all pulling back, I would say, if we can settle back in here to the 1830 number, I would definitely be looking for something to go long with. And why I have Nadex up? Let me see. Not Forex. Let me see commodities. I'm just going to take a shot and see what's down here gold wise or around 1836. Man, there's an 1835. Man, that next one is, what do we got? We go from 1835. So we go from here to here as far as knockouts go. It's so close, and it's on the upper side right there. I would love to say, hey, listen, if we get into this level, take it for a knockout long, but I feel like we could have some chop back and forth, and it's just so close. I mean, it's just so close. It's probably going to get whipped out on this one and then go higher. Let me see call spread. We really need around 1830. That's 1840, 1820. That's not going to work. It's an 1825, but that doesn't do me any good either. It's all the way the heck down here. Yeah, you're gonna have to look at this one for a shorter duration. Yeah, you're gonna have to look at this around 130. See where we're at with 130, and then go a little bit lower from there. So, yeah, I don't know. Go ahead, Jinjin. Yeah, watch it. Check 130. Like I said, none of the dailies and none of the unfortunately none of the knockouts are really matching up right now on it. So you're gonna have to look. You're gonna have to go shorter duration. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be use the 2. It'll move ahead of time. You're gonna have to use probably one of like the 1 to 2s. Probably, I mean, all honesty, probably over in the binary realm is probably what's gonna be best. Let me see what the gold binaries look like right now. Nah, the strike differential is too big. Being at 140, we're stuck between. There's a 145. Huh. So there's an 18. There is an 1851, which is right here. Right there. That's an interesting binary. It's got about $16 worth of risk. They mentioned a weakening, environment that has the power to kind of punch right through the top. And actually, let me put this. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Nah, this is at 130. That's not going to work. That sucks. It's going to have to be the weekly. And let's see. Is there anything on a weekly that's decent? No, God. I got all excited for that one, but no. The 1850 is $40 risk on that one. So they're pretty much expecting that one to go higher on the weekly. For the same risk, we have to be all the way up here. Sometimes I hate Nadex. Call spreads are going to be the same thing too, aren't they? Man, it's going to have to be a knockout play. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, well. Oh, you know what? You know what I just realized, guys? All right. You're losing 100 pip chips, Ernest. You're losing it. It was supposed to be on this screen. Not the other one. I just did all kinds of fancy stuff for you, and you didn't even tell me that it didn't switch over. I'm drawing arrows everywhere. I'm showing pullbacks, and you guys are looking at a screen that I wasn't even touching. Come on, Ernest. You're supposed to help me out here. That's why I made you moderator. Not even helping me out here. All right. So that's what we got with gold, guys. Let's go over to oil. And there's our oil position. Oh, hell no. I found the sound. Man, it's just not one. Come on. This is like Pringles. You can't just fix one problem, right? You can't eat just one chip. Come on, man. Oh. Just kidding. Here's our draw from yesterday. So, I mean, oil's about to kick off in 11 minutes. I mean, when I drew this for you yesterday, I missed it by, I was like, yeah, listen, we need to rally up beforehand. I missed it by what? I missed it by 4 bars. So I drew it yesterday, right? I drew it 24 bars ago, 25 bars ago, and I missed it by just a little tiny bit. And it's already moving down. The 1 to 3 is down here at 57.77. If you're not already short this position, I probably would not enter it now. You're already in. I mean, at this point, you're at 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio, 10 minutes before the news came out, and you're sitting into a level of buyers. Yeah, I may close myself out on this one if I were you guys, right? Just because we're having so much movement ahead of time, beforehand. Remember, a lot of times when we see this much movement beforehand and we're going into levels, and we can drop it down to a 30-minute, you can see the levels we're stuck at right now, right? We have some buyers here, right? Just want to be a little cautious with that. And like I said, can't believe I missed it by like a couple hours. Come on, man. Yeah, I know, somebody clipped that. We'll save that for later. It's going to be a meme. Come on, man. But yeah, so there was your setup from yesterday. There's not much I can tell you at this point. I mean, dropping down to a 5-minute, you can see that, it's in an area, it's in areas right now, right, of buyers, right before news. A lot of times when we see this push in, that's where you want to go long, right? So it's there, guys. If you weren't short already, you may want to kind of take some profit on this one. And I think, why we're talking Nadex, because I keep bringing it up. Let me see. Let's see, commodities. I don't know if we had one up here. I'm trying to have these been. No, they're the 59s. They were way up there. I'm trying to have Todd like go over these. I'm like trying to have him like I keep mentioning them, so he brings them up. There was a 50. There was one in there, and then the next one was a 60, which is way up there. So yeah, probably wouldn't have done those. There is a 10 to 12 though. The 10 to 12 started at what, 58? Oh, there was a 58.25. But it's low. Yeah, the way that it's driving in here, I wouldn't be surprised. This move is is definitely a quick move. What are we at? 70 down to, yeah, we've moved 60 cents already, and it doesn't come out for another 9 minutes. So yeah, this one's going to be a lot of, hopefully you guys got it. And like I said, there's even on the lower time frames on a 30-minute, there's the failure to go higher. So, I mean, even if you guys didn't catch the draw yesterday, there was your draw from this morning. Failure to go higher. Strong move up, right? Strong move up in the European session. 5 o'clock, high, came back. Failure to go higher at 8 a.m. when the U.S. traders came online, and then boom, tank it back down again. So, I don't know what to tell you. You guys hopefully got all your money out of this one already. And, we're almost, 65 cents to the downside. So, looking good. All right, let me drag this down, and we'll see. We'll start doing the giveaway. Don't forget, giveaway in, guys. I know I got more than that in there. How many people we got in here right now? We got 12 people in. I only got 7 people in for the drawing. Make sure you guys get in this one. It's Wicked Wednesday. Exactly. Yeah. The indices are tanking. What are they doing right now? Yeah, they're all dropping. Yep. Tesla's down 4. Did I see that? Tesla's down 4%. Wow. Yeah, this is all the retracement from this morning. Bitcoin down 3. Look at that. GameStop, guys, it's down to $49. I guess Reddit didn't know what they were talking about. It's funny when you draw it like this. You're like, oh my God, wait, where's the top of the chart? Where's the top of the chart? Where's the top of the chart? Go Reddit. Go Reddit traders. Yeah, everything's dropping big. Tesla, was there a big news announcement? Did something just let's see. Um, the chief scientists, maybe it's ADF, yeah, recommends Astra vaccine for over 18. Okay, emergency, that's good. I mean, that's not a bad thing, right? Um, no, I don't see any other headlines. Yeah. This cracks me up though. Sells for it's insane. $18,000 for where Hitler put his butt. The EU will have to look at further sanctions against Russia. Huh. Nord Stream 2 would push Russia closer to China. Huh. There you go. Hmm. That shouldn't do it though. That's quite a reversal right there. This there had to be, yeah. Doesn't look like it's slowing down now. No, I wouldn't. No, this is some type of a headline. This is like massive. There's a big bit of movement. Pretty much everything, right? I mean, gold is in that level. Gold is full. I mean, fully retraced its move from this morning. Um, you know. Oh, I can't even click the oil chart yet. Oil again is sitting down here with 5 minutes ready to go. Netflix is flipped now. Dollar index is again whipping around left and right. There's your VIX. Yeah, big pushes down on all these right now. Yeah, that's a heck of a fall. And again, that just went into a gap on the 30-minute. Right there, right? It's a tested gap. So again, did push, but there's a little bit of a backstop underneath of it, right? I mean, you typically would want to focus on that level right there. And again, it's kind of hard because the gap actually went off of that. So, S&P, S&P is kind of the same thing. Pushed right down into right into here where buyers are stepping in. But again, this is a very quick emotional move. I mean, I know everybody loves my 1030 reversals, but that's a lot of movement for 1030, right? Apple down. Tesla down a little bit. And I don't think it's drawn on this chart, but you guys know where I want my Tesla target at, right? I want my Tesla target. I should just put the line. I want Tesla to end here. I want it to end right there. Oh, you know what? Let me just put a horizontal line. You guys know why. You guys know why I want this down here. I want it to close right there. I want it to close all the way down there. But I'm not, if Reddit really wants to stick it to the man, they need to mess with Tesla. Like, I get it. Like, he's trying to buy them off now, right? Elon's buying them off by saying, "Hey, Bitcoin is great. We just did 1.5, $billion. Yeah. I'm on your. Yeah, I'm part of Team Reddit. Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah. Cryptos. Yeah, I love that stuff. That stuff is great. Doggy. Right? But Tesla. I mean, just think what Tesla does, guys. The amount of manipulation and everything. Yeah. If Reddit ever turns their sights on Tesla, that would be the company to go after, right? Did Elon advise all of us not to buy Tesla during production? I don't think Elon remembers. Elon is he's the guy that yeah. Many jokes on that one. All right, let's see. 8:28. Let's go ahead and do our drawing for today. I'm gonna go ahead and close it down in I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds. He said it last week in an interview. Yeah. I mean, Tesla is at least a little bit profitable now. But, It's one of those things. Everyone's like, you should buy Tesla for energy, but then like that article like Sean posted, the amount of money like we are recycling now, or not recycling, but we're having to dispose of all the wind turbines. So like everyone's like, oh yeah, wind, renewable energy, it's free. No, it's not free because like look at all the now we have like kind of a pollution crisis trying to get rid of the fan blades that we can't use anymore, and we have to put all these new fan blades back on again because they do have a life cycle, right? They don't last forever. So, people are not talking about this, but we're going to go purely electric, right? Well, we have to create power from somewhere, guys, and it's not like Teslas are like 100% solar cars, right? So you're still plugging in, you're still, getting power, and you're still pulling it from somewhere, right? Debbie, you think it's your turn? All right, Debbie. I'll put the hacks in for you today, Debbie. Debbie, if you win, Ernest is gonna, because I said that now, Ernest is gonna throw some chairs and stuff. Nora was the one. Nora won yesterday, right? Nora was the winner yesterday, correct? No, I remember today. It doesn't matter. They won yesterday. Remember, today's Wacky Wednesday, so you get your 50 pip chips today because it's a double based off of yesterday, right? People can get their houses on 100% renewables. I think we should start there at a low. Yeah, I mean, Neuro, I'm all for that. Right? I think, I want the power company to start. My goal is I want the power company to send me a check every month. I don't care if it's like $8, right? But I want them to. I think that's like my new goal in life. If I can figure, and again, I live like back in the woods, so it's kind of hard for me to get solar. Based off of everything that I have, I'm waiting for the technology to get to the level where I could invest. I don't care how much it costs me to invest in it, right? I want the power, because like here's the thing. If the power company ever has to write me a check, even if I had to invest $20,000, $30,000, I'm good with that. If they have to write me a check, that means I'm doing my part, right? Right? I mean, I may have to put all three kids on treadmills, right? But that's my goal. Then I know I've made it in life, right? If the power company sends me a check. All right. Drawing a winner. Here we go. Winner of today's drawing is... Ooh, look at that. Silent comes back in. I haven't seen Silent for a while. All right, Silent, you've been missing for a while. I've been looking at your name up there. I've been looking at your pip chips accumulation, and you haven't been in a while. And then you come in today, and look at that. You sniped it right at the end. 10% chance of winning. Pretty good. And again, Silent, guys, Silent used to be a regular. He was in here all the time. But look at this. He comes in on the double day and ends up coming away with the win. Where is Silent? Silent, where are you at? Right here. Look at this. You were rolling forever, right? Give you a 50. There we go. Back up in number 20, right? Number 20. So doing some good there. Let's see what else we got. Gold is up now. Let me go back to the oil number. I want to see. Let's see what we got. There you go. Big number. All that pre-movement. Let's see what it was doing on the oil chart. I don't need to go to a daily. We can go back down to 30 minutes. It's just fine. It's having problems. Here we go. And there you go. So you guys remember what we talked about? What did we say a little while ago? We just drove down in the levels. I said, if you were short, get out. We're in levels of buyers. Typically, when you see it drive down ahead of news, before the news release comes out, it tends to go long. And it did. It jumped from where its low was at, 58.13, went all the way up to 58.52. Okay. So nice little 40-cent pop in less than 2 minutes. All right. Again, this is why you need to drop down to those lower time frames. Again, there was your rally. There was your area right here. We talked about it, and yeah, he stole it silently. Sneaky for the win. So yeah, guys, that's not a bad run. 87 over 50. Yeah. So a 50-cent runner, right? 50-cent runner. There you go. Hopefully you guys made money off that one. And again, pushing down into a level of buyers before the news release. Hope you guys got this one both directions. All right, with that said, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's time to refill the coffee and go check on the baby. My mom came and grabbed her, but God knows what she's doing with Mammy downstairs. It's never a good thing when it's quiet and she's with Mammy. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. If you need anything, message me on Discord. And, like I said, catch you first thing in the morning. Take care.